Y'all are gonna bite off way more than you could chew, and it's gonna be too much dip on your chip, and your chip is gonna be flying into the afterlife, okay? Cherry bombs, it is me, Cherry, and today we just have honestly another episode of White People Can't Ever Let Black People Have Shit. But before we get into this topic, you guys, if it's your first time seeing me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up so more people can find my content, and then also turn on your post notifications because I post very sporadically, and if you don't have your notifications on, you will more than likely miss me. Okay, so let's get into this. Oh, but actually awesome. So I have my brother's beautiful artwork. Hold on, let me actually show it to you guys. I have my brother's beautiful artwork in the background. And I would love it if you guys would follow his art page because my brother's artwork is so dope. The boy is talented, okay? It just be lit. So you guys follow my brother's art page. It is, I want to say it's d_abstract, but I will put all the information in the description box down below. And let's get right into this video. So yesterday I saw a video on TikTok, which I will insert, as well as some tweets on Twitter about a white teen. She was 19 from Virginia. Her name is Restin. And she tried to summon up a Haitian deity. A white woman tried to summon up a Haitian deity, which ultimately resulted in her passing away because people don't ever want to motherfucking listen. That's really all it boils down to. Y'all don't be listening and y'all feel entitled and you think everything is for you, and it's not. Okay, y'all, so the report reads 19-year-old Caitlin Cat Restin, ooh, I hope y'all couldn't see that nail because it's not done. Caitlin Cat Restin was found dead after she allegedly drowned in a bathtub, according to posts on social media and from her friends. Restin's unexpected death came just 2 days after she claimed she had seen Papa Legua. After doing a summoning spell, people warned her not to try. Caitlin was a part of a group on social media that practices spells, and one day she decided to get into voodoo. You don't just get into voodoo, but alright. When people warned her not to play around, she clapped back on Twitter saying that there's nothing wrong with trying something new. So her tweet actually read, "Let people live and have their own religion. If someone is into something different, accept that. Stop saying, no, you come from God. I'm Wiccan and I always will be, so shut the fuck up and let me be." It has a picture of a little voodoo doll that I guess she tried to create. 3 weeks later, Kat posted on April 17th that she had seen Papa Legua and was scared. 2 days later, she passed away unexpectedly in her mother's home, according to an obituary, which also notes that she was a proud new mom. Oh my gosh, she had oh wow, that's so sad. She had a baby. She was a new mom, she had a baby. And so they're saying that the way that she passed was that, so she apparently had an anxiety attack, and she drowned in the bathtub. First of all, let me tell you guys and inform people of what voodoo is from my understanding. And before I get into this, I do want to say my understanding of voodoo and hoodoo and just that whole realm of everything is still very limited because I've just been starting to really like tap in and do my research and stuff this past year. So I'm not an expert. I'm not making this video because I'm an expert. Please don't jump down my throat. I'm just saying from my understanding as a black person who knows that these things are very real and who knows that they are not to be effed with, this is my understanding of what voodoo and hoodoo is. So basically a lot of people have the misconception because of white misrepresentation through the media that voodoo and hoodoo is like is only used for curses and evil, and you know, you walk around and you poke pins in dolls and you do blood sacrifices and all this other crazy stuff. The white media has made it feel like it's like this dark magic that is only used for nasty spells and doing malicious intent onto people. But in actuality, you guys, voodoo is an assortment of practices and a system of ethics that is passed down from generation to generation. This includes like folklore, songs, proverbs, stories. It's literally part of West African religion. Another misconception about voodoo and hoodoo is that people feel like people that practice these things do not believe in God, which is very untrue. They do believe in you answering to a God. They believe in God, but essentially it is African spirits and ancestors and you know, entities, gods, and people just feel like, oh, like if you practice voodoo, you must be, they just, oh my God, y'all, we have literally been so pulled away from our roots as Black people. We've been so pulled away from our roots that Black people honestly feel like if you practice these things, that you are practicing devil's work, you worship the devil, you're playing with satanic things. Like literally, we've been so pulled away from our roots that Black people fear voodoo, hoodoo, and African religion, and I feel like that is such a strange concept to me. That's the most strange concept ever to me, that Black people fear African religion. It's honestly unsettling. So these spirits and deities are called, and again, this is from my understanding, this is from my research. I'm not welcoming nothing into my space. I'm not talking no junk, okay? So anyway, from my understanding is that these spirits and deities are called either, and I don't want to butcher this, but so it's Iwa or Iwa, I think. So it's IWA, or I want to say Lol, because the other one is LOA. I know I'm probably not pronouncing those all the way right, but I'm trying, you guys. I find it really funny that people in general, and then also again Black people, don't question it when it comes to Greek gods or Greek deities or any of that thing. Like when it comes to anything the white man has taught us, we don't really question it. Like when it comes to Greek gods, you don't see people going down people's throats and saying, oh, if you believe in Greek mythology, then you are anti-Christian, or you don't believe in Christ our Savior. You don't hear any of that. But as soon as it comes to African gods and religion, it has been so demonized that our own Black people are terrified of and feel like you are practicing the devil's work. Why are you guys so accepting of white religion and religious ideas and white mythical ideas, and then when it comes to literally the teachings from the motherland, y'all? The coonery. But I digress. To get back on topic, basically these African spirits and deities are responsible for different areas of life, whether it be death, agriculture, fertility, financial growth, and just a lot more, literally just a diaspora of different aspects of your life. There is, you know, a god or a couple gods assigned to that particular aspect. So just like, okay, I think I'm not the best with the names for the Greek gods because they have a lot of them, but I think what was Aphrodite was love or something like that. And then there's also voodoo, but this one is spelled with a U, so they spelled VODOU. This is Haitian voodoo. Okay, so there's voodoo with the 2 O's that a lot of people, you know of because y'all be watching that stupid shit on TV that be making you feel like they be doing devil work. That's the voodoo is West African. The voodoo with a U is Haitian, which essentially is still, they all coming from Africa, but it's they've broken off in different ways because of, you know, slavery and colonization and things like that. And then hoodoo, from my understanding, is, I think I saw somebody say on Twitter, hoodoo is kind of like the African American version of voodoo. Again, this is what I saw, and there's more out there as well. So like, you know, TV shows oftentimes show us voodoo. They don't show us like, I think in Cuba you have Santeria, which is also practices, you know, that are very similar to voodoo. And essentially all these things are coming from West Africa, but again, they've just been broken off because of slavery. So who she was trying to call upon as a white woman, she's trying to call upon Papa Legua. Now, as it goes, Again, this is from my limited understanding, so I'm respectfully saying that I'm not an expert. This is just from my limited understanding. So as it goes, this is basically he is the gatekeeper in between the spirit world and the human world. So he decides who, you know, gets to communicate with that other side. That is who he is. So what they are saying on Twitter is she messed around and summoned, I don't know how you pronounce this specific deity's name. I say this respectfully, I'm not inviting anything into my space. Only my ancestors working out of love and light. I be real specific, y'all. When I be saying my prayers and I be, you know, talking to ancestors, I be real specific, because that's another thing that we gonna talk about. But only my ancestors working out of love and light are welcome in my space. I'm not inviting nothing. I'm just trying to educate, okay? That's all we're doing right now. But I think the name of what they're saying that she got, what people are claiming, is Baron Samedi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Again, I'm respectfully just trying to put the information out there. So they're saying that that is who she got, and apparently that is the god of death and fertility, is what I was able to pull up about that specific deity. And so I guess upon seeing the entity, she was so shook and so scared, because again, you need to stop trying to fuck with these things that are some outer worldly shit. Ain't no telling what old girl saw, for real. It's literally some outer worldly shit. So they're saying that that's what she got, and she was so terrified that she ended up having an anxiety attack, and she ended up passing away in the bathtub and drowning. Now that we have that understanding out of the way, you guys, a lot of people, I feel like, and I've seen this a lot, whether it is just, I don't know where this trend came from, where everybody thinks they are a witch now, and everybody wants to be like, y'all all want to do witch shit. And y'all are not called upon to do witch shit. And witch shit is not just something, like, to me personally, I don't feel like when it comes to African religion and voodoo and all that stuff, I feel like you can be a believer in it and understand that it's very real and it's not to be messed with. And, you know, you can go about, like, when I say like practicing it in a faith aspect without actually feeling like, okay, I'm gonna try and be putting spells on people, I'm gonna be trying to conjure up this or conjure up that. I don't know why people just be, I don't know why y'all be trying to force shit. Y'all really be trying to force it so bad, baby. Either you got it or you don't. Stop trying to force this. Y'all be trying to teach yourselves how to be things that people are initiated into and that people are called upon. Y'all be trying to play with shit that is way bigger than you. Everybody want to be a witch, everybody want to be a conjurer, or, you know, everybody want to be a medium, and that's not particularly stuff that you just wake up and start teaching yourself. Like, I don't understand what don't be clicking. Like, everybody think y'all, every other bitch thinks she a card reader, every other bitch thinks she a spiritual worker, all the while y'all bitches be out here trying to, prime example, a lot of these females be trying to mask themselves as spiritual workers and healers, and y'all be trying to put full-blown hexes and curses on people, and then karma be eating your ass up, because you cannot outrun karma, and that's in every religion. You cannot outrun karma, boo. Karma be eating y'all asses up because y'all be trying to do shit you have no business doing. These people have real gifts, you know, like, that's, like I was saying, like, if somebody is born with, you know, what is it called when people are, the people who have dreams, and then the things that happen in their dreams normally, like, they can see essentially the future in their dreams, that they can see things that are about to happen in their dreams. You can't teach yourself how to do that. I don't like, again, I don't know what don't be clicking. You can't teach yourself how to do that. Either you have it or you don't. And that's where y'all be losing me, because y'all really be trying to force the shit. Like, for example, when I was telling my story time and I said I was seeing things in my dreams, I was seeing those things during that time period because my ancestors felt like they had shit that I needed to know, and they wanted to show me. Now, would I go and be like, oh, I'm a dream worker now, and I be, you know, I can interpret all y'all dreams, and you can tell me your dreams, I can tell you exactly what's going on with you, and would I be like, oh, I can predict the future in my dream? No, hell no. Hell no. They came to me because I was being hard-headed as hell. Hard-headed, boy. Does that happen on the regular with me? No. So I would not then go and try to sell myself as somebody who is a spiritual worker because I happen to have a dream once or twice that, you know, some shit happened and it was truthful in my life. And the thing is that people are so quick to call it gatekeeping when Black women are like, y'all need to leave certain shit alone, okay? Black women, Black people, we be trying to tell y'all need to leave certain shit alone. There's a lot of shit that's not for y'all, because when you think about where these ancestral spirits are coming from, y'all, I'm having trouble understanding why as a white person you would want to conjure up Black ancestors, and these ancestors are, you know, people who were once slaves, who your ancestors literally brutalized, tortured, raped, killed, sold their children, pulled them away from their motherland, separated them from their families, whipped, beat, hung, set on fire, threw over the sides of boats into the ocean, let them pee on top of each other and shit on top of each other, lined up like sausages. These are the ancestors who are coming from. Why would you as a white person want to call upon or summon up ancestral spirits, deities, entities, anything from a culture and race of people that your people literally terrorized, y'all? Make it make sense. Where y'all heads be at? Make it make sense. I don't understand why as a white person you would feel, or actually no, I do understand. I understand because as white people, especially as white women, there's this sense of extreme entitlement and extreme, like you feel like everything should be made accessible to you. And the thing is, not everything is made for you, and it's not accessible to you for very specific reasoning. And it literally blows my mind that people would still try and force it. Okay, on the white woman end of the spectrum, it blows my mind that they tried to force it, that anybody would try to force it like that. Or, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to learn about it, but to actually try to physically practice it, I feel like, Karen. And then on the other side of the spectrum, when it comes to these type of practices, even outside of just white women feeling like, oh, I'm entitled to try and practice this, then you have, even when it comes to Black people, again, like I said, a lot of people are initiated into this, they are called upon, and even Black people, some of y'all be out here trying to there's nothing wrong with learning about it, but don't be, y'all be on Twitter trying to call yourself all type of witches and spellcasters and all this shit. And honestly, that's why a lot of people that should get credit don't get credit, because people don't trust them, because it's so many people in general that be trying to force this, like that be trying to force it, and y'all want to feel like, oh, I'm a witch, I cast spells, and I'm into this, and I read cards, and this is what I do. And y'all don't be knowing what the fuck y'all be talking about, because you should have sat down and ate your food. That's to the white women and to the people who just don't have no business to try to practice the shit. You should have sat down and ate your food. And y'all are gonna bite off way more than you could chew, and it's gonna be too much dip on your chip. And your chip is gonna be flying into the afterlife, okay? Flying into the afterlife with God knows what. Because it's a bigger realm of shit out there than y'all be ready to talk about. Y'all think everything black and white. Your chip gonna be soaring through a couple dimensions with all that dip on it. And you gonna be like, damn, I done fucked around and killed myself. Not only did I fuck around and kill myself, I done killed myself. Something that took my soul. I done sold my soul on accident trying to do some dumb shit. I done signed a contract in blood with some wild shit, trying to do some dumb shit. I done cursed my whole family trying to do some dumb shit. I done hexed my aunties, uncles, brother, cousin, boyfriend trying to do some dumb shit. I done put a generational curse on everybody trying to do some dumb shit. And y'all keep doing, y'all be stressing me out. Y'all be stressing me out, honestly. I'm stressed. I'm not stressed, I'm stressed, okay? It's a lot of y'all that I be like, yo, I'm not even trying to really fuck with you for real, because you be trying to fuck with some shit you don't know nothing about. And it's a difference between, again, actively learning about it and being taught it from, again, generations, and respecting it enough to not be trying to play with shit. And y'all be out here trying to play with shit, and I ain't got time to play with you. So, cause baby, you ain't finna be doing nothing in my crib. You to call upon some shit, and now I'm fucked up again. Y'all be liking to play with these Ouija boards and be inviting shit into your space that then you don't know how to get it the hell out. Y'all be trying to summon up shit. Y'all just be stupid. Oh my God. That's why you really gotta, filter through people, because some people just ain't got no common sense. And first off, let's talk about the fact y'all bitches spirits don't even be aligned to begin with, to be trying to call on anything else, to be trying to work for you. And first off, that's not how it works. That's probably where you be trying to, where y'all be effing up for real too. You be trying to call on shit that's way bigger than you to work for you. Like you could just hire shit, and that's not how it works. Y'all be over here, y'all spirits, ancestors, whatever the hell, don't be aligned. They don't be in alignment. And you be trying to be out here trying to heal and fix other people's shit, and your shit not even in alignment. I'm stressed. Oh my God. Y'all be trying to play in these entities' faces like they will not. Sis, you will get snatched. You will get snatched. Y'all better not. Y'all better stop playing with these folks. But all in all, I do say this, and that particular, what I just said was for anybody. That's not specifically for white women, that's for anybody. Y'all need to stop all trying to force shit and play with shit that you don't need to be playing with. But for white women specifically, for white people in general who feel entitled to ancestral black ass shit that you're not entitled to, okay? Let's start there. It's bliggity, 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 bliggity black. You need to learn how to mind your business and eat your food, okay? Sometimes you just need to learn when to listen. I feel like these are all things that could have been avoided. Again, everything I'm saying is alleged, but if you know, you know, okay? But what I was also saying a minute ago, and I talked about this before, is when you are praying to, say you want to, you know, pray to your ancestors, or you want to make a little ancestral altar, which again, you should do your research first and consult with people who actually know about these things before you be trying to make no little altars to anything. Again, that's also things that don't just be trying to Google shit and then go do it. What I was saying is, when you are, you know, praying to your ancestor or anything, one thing that I do know is you have to be very specific with the things that you are talking to. Very specific. If I want help moving through a tough time in my life, or if I want guidance on you know, on something that I'm about to go into or something like that, I don't just say, oh, I don't just say, oh, y'all come help me. I'm not calling in the, hey, y'all come scoop right quick, I need a ride to the other side of this obstacle. That's not how it works. I be like, to the ancestors, to my ancestors, working out of light and love. Because again, as an African American person, not all my ancestors fuck with me. Not all your ancestors have good intention. We are literally the products of, you know, generations of slavery. So some of your ancestors are white people, are malicious white people too. You can't just be praying or calling out just anybody. So I just be like, you know what? To my ancestors working out of light and love with good intention and who have my best interests at heart. And then I go to say whatever it is I need to say to them. You can't just go out here just. Y'all be really playing. And again, to go back to this situation as a whole, there are European practices of witchcraft and, you know, European religions that she could have tapped into. Paganism, Wicca, I'm sure there's more. I don't personally know about them or I have interest in them, but I'm sure there's plenty more that that is more aligned with your actual lineage that you could have practiced. All in all, y'all, moral of this whole entire video is sit down and eat your food, everybody. You'll know if it's for you. You'll know if it's for you. And until then, sit down and enjoy your food, okay? So that is all I have to say about this topic. Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up button so more people can find my content, and also subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Grinding, I'm getting dough. What the fuck you think we in it for? Ballin' on them like I'm 24. Ain't no way in hell your side is glow. Got it jumping like you're